Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ansar Sheikh, Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department, St. Peter's Engineering College. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about different types of feedbacks and effect of feedback. What will be happen if I am giving a feedback to the particular system? That that is an effect of feedback. And before going to the effect of feedback, first we have to know that how many types of feedbacks are there and what are the mainly we discussed in the last classes or last lectures. We are having two types of control systems, mainly open loop and closed loop control system. In open loop control system, there is no feedback. In closed loop control system, feedback will be present. In a closed loop control system, there are two types of feedbacks are there. First one is a positive feedback system and second one is a negative feedback system. In these two cases, here what will happen? Directly we are having a G of S, or this is your output of the system C of S, and this is your input, reference input R of S. In this case, what is your transfer function C of S by R of S, which is equal to G of S. Directly we are getting here. But in the case of positive feedback and negative feedback, it will not be like that. Directly we cannot find. We need to do some analysis. How we are going to, we need to consider the feedback element. What is the feedback? It is there. Now we are going to discuss about positive feedback system and negative feedback system transfer functions. First, here we are having a positive feedback system transfer function. Here I am writing negative feedback system. Negative feedback system. Positive feedback system and negative feedback system. The diagram for positive feedback system is that here we are having a summing point. This we call it as a summing point. Here I am giving the reference input R of S. Here we are having a gain G and the output C of S and the feedback element H, and the feedback element H we are having. Now, how we know that whether it is a positive feedback or negative feedback? For that, we need to know that whether it is a positive or negative means. Here, for example, I am having a positive symbol. That means if the feedback will be going to be into the positive side, that we call it as a positive feedback. If it will be going into a negative, then we call it as a negative feedback. The diagram here for negative feedback is like this. Same gain G I am considering, same output C of S, same feedback element H. But we can call it as this is a negative feedback. Why? Because it is coming into a negative sign. So we call it as this is a positive feedback and a negative feedback. Now, how we are going to find the transfer function for positive feedback and how we are going to find the transfer function for negative feedback. Now, here just I am considering B of S. That means the feedback signal, the total feedback signal going to that summing point, I am considering it as a B of S. Now, what is the B of S? From where you are getting the B of S? From the output. That means B of S is equal to C of S into H. Now here the error signal E of s, that means whatever we are going here, that we call it as an E of s is equal to, in this case, R of s plus D of s. Now what is the C of s we are going to get here? C of s is equal to G into E of s. Now substitute E of s value, which is equal to G into E of s is nothing but R of s plus D of s. Similarly, what is the value of B of s? R of s plus D of s is nothing but C of s into H. Now simplify this equation. G into R of s plus GH into C of s, which is equal to C of s. From this C of s we can take it out common. That means we are getting an 1 minus GH, which is equal to G into R of s. Finally we are getting C of s by R of s is equal to G divided by 1 minus GH. G divided by 1 minus GH. This we call it as the transfer function of I hope it is clear. I can make some. Finally, after this step, I am running once again here. I hope it is clear now up to this line. Okay. C of s. After this, we are going to get simplification. What we are going to get? C of s by R of s is equal to G divided by 1 minus GH. This is a transfer function of which type of feedback? Positive feedback. Positive feedback we are getting C of s by R of s, which is equal to G divided by 1 minus GH. Similarly, the same procedure we can do here. Here what we are going to get? This is an B of s. The feedback signal, how much we are going to get? This C of s into H. B of s is equal to how much we are going to get? C of s into H. After that, what is the here what we are having? Error signal E of s. E of s is equal to R of s minus D of s. Here why? Because this is a negative feedback system. Next, what is the C of s? C of s is equal to G into E of s. Now substitute all these values. C of s, G into, what is the E of s value? R of s minus B of s value. Again substitute B of s value. G into R of s minus B of s means C of s into H. Simplify this thing. C of s is equal to G into R of s minus GC of s into H. If I am taking C of s common, same procedure, simple, the sign changes. Here it will be a positive, here we are going to get a negative. Then C of s is equal to C of s, if I am taking out common, then what we are getting? 1 plus GH, which is equal to G into R of s. The final transfer function is here, C of s by R of s is equal to G divided by 1 plus GH. This is the transfer function for positive feedback system, and this is the transfer function for positive feedback system, and this is the transfer function for negative feedback system. Now what is the difference here is nothing but G. In the case of positive feedback, in the denominator we are getting a negative sign. G divided by 1 minus GH. This is a positive feedback. In the negative feedback system, we are getting a G divided by 1 plus GH. Just difference the sign. That is, the remaining will be the same. That is a positive feedback system and a negative feedback system. Just we need to remember here, if the two elements are in series, we are going to multiply here. Whenever the summing point here, the signal R of s here coming, B of s here coming, these two, the resultant we call it as an E of s, which we call it as an error signal. This is the gain of the system. This is the gain of the system. This is an output of the system. This is the input of the system. This is your feedback. Feedback. Here the resultant of the feedback. Resultant feedback. That means C of S into H. That is it. Very simple. Yeah, all these things, right? Now, what will happen in open loop control system? There is no feedback. Here we are having a feedback. What is the open loop control system transfer function? Directly we are finding C of S by R of S is equal to, directly we are going to write G. But in this case, not like that. The transfer function always, whatever we are going to use, here is a C of S by R of S is equal to G divided by 1 minus GH for positive feedback. For negative feedback, G divided by 1 plus GH. Okay. Now, we are giving a feedback. Now, whenever we are giving a feedback, it will be effects on some parameters. That thing we are going to discuss. Effects of feedback. Mainly we are going to focus on negative feedback systems only. Now, effect of feedback. In this continuation, we are going to discuss about effect of feedback. Effect of feedback. Effect of feedback. What will be happen if we are giving a feedback? Then what will be happen? The effect of feedback will be going to be an effects on mainly 3 parameters. The first one is on system gain. Second one is sensitivity of the system. Sensitivity. And third one, we are having an stability of the system. Stability of the system. First one is it will be going to an effect on a gain of the system. Second one, sensitivity of the system. Third one is stability of the system. What is the transfer function of a negative feedback system? We know that G divided by 1 plus GH. Here we know that G is a gain, H is a feedback element. Now what will be happen if the value of H will be increases? If the value of H or if the value of denominator value will be increases, what about the gain of the system? That means that a gain is nothing but the total transfer function. What will be happen? If the value of gain increases, then automatically, if the value of 1 plus G of GH will be increases, the overall gain will be going to be decreases. If the value of G divided by 1 plus GH value will be going to be decreases, the overall gain of the system will be increases. Inversely proportional. If the feedback element 1 plus GH value, here if the value of feedback 1 plus GH reduces the overall gain of the system, increases. That is very simple. That means that in the denominator we are having 1 plus GH. If the value of 1 plus GH increases means 1 plus GH means H is nothing but a feedback. If the value of 1 plus GH increases, then automatically overall gain, that means the transfer function value will be going to be reduces. If it is reduces, the overall feedback element, automatically the overall gain will be going to be increases. Now the next one is we are having a sensitivity. Yes. Sensitivity is how we are going to define a sensitivity. S is equal to percentage change in percentage change in transfer function divided by percentage change in transfer function divided by percentage change in gain, percentage change in gain G, percentage change in gain G, percentage change in gain. That means a sensitivity of the system we are going to define. Sensitivity is represented with S, that is a percentage change in transfer function divided by percentage change in gain. That means how we can write it as, that is a percentage S is equal to dt by t, the change in transfer function, d theta by dou t by t whole divided by dou g by g gain. Now from this we can write it as dou t by dou g whole divided by g by t, g by t, g by t, g by t. We know that the transfer function t is equal to g divided by 1 plus gh. Now we are going to substitute dou t by dou g into g divided by 1 plus gh. Dou t by dou g, that means dou t by dou g, which is equal to dou t by, sorry, here dou t by dou g, small, this is finally we are getting dou t by dou g into g of t. Now dou t by dou g is nothing but, we can write it as the first we can calculate the dou t by dou g. Dou t by dou g is nothing but dou by dou g of t. T is nothing but g divided by 1 plus gh. You know that t is equal to g divided by 1 plus gh. The sensitivity will be equal to dou t by dou g into g by t. First I am going to calculate dou t by dou g value. After that I am going to calculate the value of g by t. Now if I am applying the u by v rule, this is an u by v rule. That means a VDU is nothing but 1 plus GH. VDU, d by dt of G will be 1 minus UdV. U means G into 1 plus GH. What is the 1 plus 1 means 0. For GH we are going to get H whole divided by V square, 1 plus GH whole square. Then finally what we are going to get, 1 divided by 1 plus GH whole square. What is this value? Dou t by dou g value. Dou t by dou g is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus GH whole square. Similarly, what is the g by t value? What is the g by t value we need to calculate? G by t is nothing but, what is the transfer function t is equal to, we know that g divided by 1 plus gh. Transfer function, we know that transfer function t is equal to g divided by 1 plus gh. From this we need to calculate g by t value. G by t is equal to how much we are going to get? 1 plus gh. Now substitute. Now from this, what is the total sensitivity of the system? S is equal to dou t by dou g into g by t. Now dou t by dou g value is 1 by 1 plus gh whole square into g by t value 1 by gh. Finally we are getting S is equal to 1 by 1 plus gh. What about the sensitivity? If this value 1 plus gh value will be increases, that means the feedback will be increases, then what is the total gain, total sensitivity will be going to be decreases. Now here 1 plus gh increases, that means the feedback element will be increases, sensitivity will be decreases. If the feedback element will be going to be reduces, the sensitivity value will be going to be increases. That is the sensitivity effect of feedback on sensitivity of the system. Very simple. That S is equal to percentage change in transfer function by percentage change in gain. That is, we can write it as a dou t of t, percentage change in transfer function divided by percentage change in gain, dou g of by g. we can write like this: g by t, dou t by dou g into g of t. Finally we are getting like this. I am calculating that dou by dou g of t is nothing but I considered as a negative feedback system. We can consider for positive feedback signal also, no problem, we can consider. In the place of g in the place of t we are going to consider g by 1 plus gh. After I am applying that u by v rule, that is v du minus u dv by v square I am applying. Then finally we are getting dou t by dou j is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus gh square. Similarly, already we know that t is equal to g divided by 1 plus gh. For negative feedback system, t is equal to g divided by 1 plus gh. From that I am calculating g by t, which is equal to 1 plus gh. Once if you know the value of dou t by dou g and g by t, I am substituting, then final sensitivity I am getting 1 divided by 1 plus gh. From this we can conclude that if the value of feedback, the feedback is nothing but feedback element h, if the value of h will be increases, automatically the 1 plus gh value increases. If the value of h decreases, 1 plus gh value also decreases. So if the value of h increases, the feedback element will be increases, the sensitivity will be going to be decreases. If the sensitivity value will be increases, that means that if the feedback element value will be decreases, the sensitivity will be increases. This is the effect of feedback. And last one we are having a stability of the system. What will be happen? What about the stability of the system? Whenever we are having in the last classes itself we discussed, whenever we are having more equipment or more elements, then automatically the stability will be going to be decreases as compared to if you are having a less number of elements in a particular system. If effect of feedback will be present, automatically the stability will be going to be decreases. Where we discuss this is open loop and closed loop, the differences between open loop and closed loop control system. At that particular point we discussed the stability of an open loop system is more as compared to the stability of the closed loop control system. That means when will be here in the closed loop control system means we are applying and we are having a feedback. Whenever we are having a feedback, automatically the stability of that particular system will be going to be decreases, but we will get more accurate and more desired value. That is the advantage of a closed loop control system. In this, this is an effect of feedback and different types of feedback systems we are having: positive feedback and negative feedback. And the transfer function of positive feedback is g divided by 1 minus gh, and transfer function of negative feedback is g divided by 1 plus gh. And the effect of feedback, if the gain value, what about the gain value? Gain, what will be happen if the feedback value will be increases, gain will be reduces. Sensitivity also it will be, if the feedback element value will be increases, automatically the sensitivity value will be going to be decreases. Stability, already we know that if we are having feedback elements, automatically the stability of that particular system will be going to be decreases. Right. Thank you.